Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week of breath practice. It's so good to see you all. Sorry I missed last week. I have been a little sick and a little uncomfortable with breathing has been a little bit of a problem because I pulled a rib. I popped a rib in my back. And yeah, it's been like very uncomfortable. Been having a hard time, but I'm getting through it. Yay. And I showed up today. I'm excited about this. So I am, because this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? But I'm really glad to be here today. Definitely. We're going to talk a little bit about slowing our breathing down. That's going to be what this class is about slowing the breath down. We're going to practice some neat techniques, and I'm going to point out some things for us to stay aware of whenever we practice slow breathing. Slow breathing is a wonderful thing to implement into your practice. And when I say implement into your practice, I would hope at this point with all of you, because you all have been here many times now, and even if you're new, whenever you're, for those that aren't here, whenever you are beginning a breath practice, it's a great idea to play with it. Try out many different styles of breathing to see what type of breathing works best for your body in the state that it is in. So, slow breathing is one of my favorite. It's like a breath hack almost, where you can consciously slow your breath down so slow and so silent that it doesn't overexert the body. And it is almost as though you are starving the air in your body. You're starving the body of air. You're making yourself a little air hungry, which helps balance out the carbon dioxide and oxygen within your body a little bit better. It also helps shift you into a parasympathetic fairly quickly, which is nice to use this breath in your toolkit for emergency situations. Like, say you have some chaos happening around you and you can feel the tightness rising up in your body and you can feel the stress forming. Pulling this tool out of the toolbox and implementing it into an intense situation is terrific because it clears out that chaos and it allows you a better connection within your body for communication. The body in those intense situations tends to get a little bit overstimulated and a little chaotic with the communication that's happening within the body. So I really love this nice little breath style, this nice breath style. So on an average, as us humans, typically we're taking anywhere from like 14 to 16 breaths per minute on an average. Optimal breathing, and scientists have figured this out, optimal breathing for the body, for longevity, for proper cellular communication, for good health, for strong immunity, for proper blood flow within your body is roughly about 4 to 10 maximum breaths per minute. And 10 is even on the high side. So, and it's kind of interesting because, I know like on a daily, I don't really think about my breath unless I'm in my practice or if I'm in my workout. And bringing that awareness into those moments where I'm just cooking in the kitchen or I'm hanging out with my family or I'm working, like I'm working on whatever I'm working on. those moments where I find myself dropping my jaw open and just breathing out my mouth or breathing quickly because I'm really like tense in my body and not really understanding that. Because I have those moments. We all have those moments where you can feel that and you're not connecting it with what's going on. Those are the moments that I really want to see this breath being used in. And I know it's not easy just to be like in the middle of working. I'm sitting there working, working, working. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I got to breathe. I got to allow myself the proper breath because I do find myself falling into that pattern. Even as the breath lady, I find myself falling into that pattern where my body will get tight and my breath becomes shallow. And when I notice that, I'm like, I have to stop myself. I have to. And I have to literally have a conversation with the mechanics of my body and start to give it a little bit more oxygen. Our bodies are healing. All of our bodies are healing. And to be able to help our bodies heal a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable, and a little bit calmer, this breath is a perfect way to assist that. So, optimal breathing, scientists have figured out that it's about 4 to 10 breaths per minute. And that's pretty hard to get to. Even for me, that's hard to get to. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of concentration to slow that breath down and quiet that breath down. So before we get into this, I just want to explain what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a nice diaphragmatic breath, but when I say diaphragmatic breath, a nice deep breath, I'm not talking about like let's put all our energy in and like that. No, 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 no. I'm talking about let's engage the diaphragm. Let's engage this diaphragm. That's what I want us to do. It should be working effortlessly for us to engage our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is engaged every time we're breathing through our nose. If you're mouth breathing, you're not having any diaphragmatic engagement. So if you're nostril breathing, which is part of this practice for slow breathing, we will be breathing in through the nose, just nice, light breathing. We want to make sure our posture is going to be a big part of this. So we want to make sure that we're sitting straight and that we're elongating our neck, keeping the shoulders dropped, but keeping the neck elongated. And as we're doing this breath, we're going to drop our tongue to the bottom of our jaw and we're going to breathe in just like 2, 3, just like simple 1, 2, 3 breathing in. And then on the exhale, it's going to be a very soft, slow, gentle exhale. And as you are exhaling this and as you are inhaling, you may begin to notice your body having some air starvation where it wants to breathe in more. And I'm going to ask you guys to fight that a little as we do this. And this takes a minute to build this technique into a working progress for you, into something that actually works. But I want you guys to slow that down as much as you possibly can, even if your body is starting to send you messages saying, you got to breathe faster, because it will happen. Let's just concentrate.
I think we lost Angelina. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Right on. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back, and you were just, I'll make an edit. You were just about to say, let's concentrate on, and then you froze. So there's your pickup
Okay.
after you get quiet.
Okay. I was actually let's get the wiggles out. Let's do that. That's what we're going to do before we get into any of this. Um, so we're going to go ahead and just start to move the body a little bit, shake the head out, move the shoulders, give your body a little rock back and forth. Start to feel those sits bones. It's okay if you're going side to side or if you're going front to back, however you feel comfortable doing this. Give your arms a little wiggle. Your shoulders, pop them up, drop them down, pop them up, drop them down. Just kind of wiggle some of that energy out of you. Perfect spot for the hands is resting, palms down in the lap through this technique, allowing for a grounding effect to happen as we are proceeding into this technique. And we're going to get into some practice. We could start the music now, Ralph, if you wouldn't mind, please. And thank you. So, slowing your breathing down allows for your body to oxygenate on a more optimal level. This is why this technique is a pretty neat technique. So, we're going to go ahead and just drop into our bodies just slowly by breathing through the nose, just real natural. You don't need to push it. If you want to, dim your eyes down. You can keep your camera on or you can shut it off. Let's make sure that our posture is upright, our neck is elongated, our shoulders are dropped. And we're just going to slowly breathe in through the nose, feeling that diaphragm engagement, keeping the mouth closed. All this breathing is going to be done through the nose. Just feeling what the body is doing in this moment, breathing through the nose and out the nose. No effort, no pushing, just feeling the body. Breathing in and breathing out. And what we're going to try to do here is we are going to slow that inhale down and the exhale, making it nice and slow, drawing that exhale out, keeping the spine as straight as possible. And you don't need to breathe in too deeply for this breath. Literally, you could just take a 1, 2, 3 in and then slowly let the oxygen fall out of the body, feeling the emptiness upon each exhale. Continuing in this breath, just keep it going. Keeping all of the movement, the body movement, slow and controlled with each breath. Now you should start to really be feeling a a moment of need, like your body is calling for that oxygen as you are moving through this breath and slowing this breath down, almost like a hunger, like your body is hungry for that oxygen. That you want to have happening. Don't be afraid of that. And make sure you're allowing your body to empty out with each exhale completely. Nice and slowly. The slower, the better. Keeping that spine nice and straight. I like how you're doing that, Billy. Sometimes lifting the head up on the inhale and bringing the head back down on the exhale kind of helps set the pattern into the body. And it helps open up the airway a little bit. And stay in this pattern. We're going to do this particular pattern for a few minutes. And as you're doing this, notice how loud your breath is. On the inhale and on the exhale. Notice if you're hearing the air coming into your body and if you're hearing the exhale coming out of your body. What we're going to try to do is soften that noise a little bit, that sound. Soften that sound almost to the point that you can't even hear yourself breathing. And just keep it moving nice and slow. There's no race here. There's no competition. There's no speed involved that's needed. This is all about calming the body down, calming the mind down, opening up the body's connection within the body so the communication of this technique can set in. Keeping the air, the breath nice and soft. Noticing the movement and the air that's moving in through the nostrils. Noticing if there's any temperature change with each breath that you're breathing in compared to the breath that you're exhaling out. Noticing if it's a little cooler on the intake and warmer on the exhale. Stay with this breath. You guys are doing so good. Great job. Nice, quiet, soft, controlled breaths coming in through the nostrils, exhaling out through the nostrils. We don't necessarily need to take bigger or deeper breaths here. The most important factor of this breath is that diaphragmatic engagement, keeping the spine nice and straight, allowing for the airway to open, shoulders dropped, tongue dropped to the bottom of the mouth. All this oxygen flowing through the nose and out the nose. Emptying out the body, no matter where you're at in your breath pattern, just empty the body completely out, blowing all of that out. We're going to take a nice deep inhale in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 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 and slowly releasing that. Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Just feel how that technique is setting in your body. This isn't an easy technique to master at all. Slowing the breath down actually has been one of my most difficult challenges. Trying to get this breath to my breath pattern, the daily breath pattern, when I'm not thinking about it, to maintain a nice steady exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide release. Really takes concentration and effort. So this technique we're definitely going to take with us for sure. We're going to just do a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing, just nice deep stretches within the body. Breathing in through the nose as deeply as you can and exhaling out through the nose. And we're just going to do about 5 really good breaths. So let's go ahead and empty the body out and then take a nice deep inhale at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's repeat that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last one, we're going to take a nice deep inhale, as deep as you can, all the way up to the top. Feel that spine straighten all the way out, and hold that breath at the top. Hold it. Let's hold, and releasing that slowly, as slow as your body will allow. Very good. Very good. That's so good. Today's healing affirmation is simply, I am healing at my own pace. I'm healing at my own pace. I am healing at my own pace. I am able to find comfort in the pace of my healing. My body is always healing. And today we're going to take our hands, we're going to just gently clap them together, or clap them on your lap, one hand on the lap, however you need to do it, and rub them together. And we're going to put our hands on our heart. After we get them nice and energized, just put them on your heart. Close those eyes down. Breathing through the nose and out the nose. Feeling the connection of that heart beating. Slowing the breath down as much as your body will allow. I am healing at my own pace. I am healing at my own pace. I am healing at my own pace. A little smile on the corner of those lips, showing the body appreciation for the hard work that you all give to your healing. Keeping that smile at the corner of those lips, repeating in your mind's eye, I find comfort in my healing, no matter what pace it is happening at. My body is healing. My body is healing. My body knows how to heal. Feeling that heartbeat within the body. Slowly bringing the hands together if you're able to, or just keeping it on your heart. I thank you all for sharing your energy with me today and with each other. We're going to take this slow breathing technique with us throughout our week. And we're going to implement some practice with the slow breathing. I thank you all. Namaste. So it is, and so it will be. Let's all have a beautiful weekend of healing. And I open the group up for a share.